Memories for I can do it.
No, well, we got the video recording, right? Okay, so we'll call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hey, welcome everyone. Thank you for coming. And with that, Pam, can you please do our roll call for us?
Mayor Martin.
Here.
Trustee Ruggiero.
Here.
Trustee Ferlano.
Here.
Trustee Rice.
Here.
Trustee Machado.
Here.
Okay, thank you. Now, in your binder, we have a copy of the minutes from our February 2nd meeting. I believe they were emailed to you as well. Can you just take a quick look and see if there were any corrections that needed to be made or anything that needed to be added? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes as sent.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you. So with that, we have our abstracts for tonight. Water abstract, $23,032.62. Sewer abstract is $17,302.09. And general fund is $74,187.43. Is there a motion to accept the abstracts as read?
So moved.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
That's for you. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. I'm glad to see you all, and I'm glad to also see that it's above freezing tonight. Been a bit of a rough spell there. The guys in the water and sewer department have been working basically around the clock, so thank you again to them for keeping us all having water and keeping everything passable for us. I wanted to mention that I attended the mayor's and supervisors meeting on the 3rd. It was the day after our last meeting. And the discussion at that time was feedback from the conversation that the executive board had with our county executive regarding EMS. Ongoing discussion. I've been reporting about that, for the last actually couple of years here at our village board meetings, and the discussion is continuing. The county has done a really good job and has helped us with response times, but we're still battling, some pretty big issues. But at least the lines of communication are open. So that is a positive thing. I also wanted to report back that our activities committee met on the 6th of February, and we welcomed a couple of new members, which was really positive. I wanted to thank Trustee Rice for attending, and also we had a new member join us who is the new pastor of the Nazarene Church. I was unaware that they did in fact have a new pastor, but she, I guess, was a little bit intrigued with our group and wanted to join us, and so that was really nice to welcome her and bring her into our committee. Also, on upcoming events, we do want to have a block party this year, but we don't yet have a date. Many people have been asking. We're trying to schedule some musical entertainment that, like we always do, and right now we're in the phase of trying to, get a date that's free from the musicians. Also, we do plan on introducing a new event this year. We've had spoken about it a little bit. I had first seen this done in Cape Cod, where they have a porch fest, where there's musical, entertainment, like on people's porches or at different, businesses, libraries, churches, and it seemed like a really interesting idea for us to do here in the village of Fishkill. So we have been talking about it for a little while, and this year I think we're going to try it. So we plan on introducing that sometime this summer. And we're just figuring out at this point, how we're going to stage it all. And I do know that they offer this in Rhinebeck, in the village, and Poughkeepsie, yeah, in the city. Yeah. So we were going to reach out to the mayor of the village of Rhinebeck to see, how they do it, how they structure it, and perhaps to the city as well. And, see if we can pick their brains a little bit for some good ideas. But I thought it would be a really nice event for the village. The village seems conducive to that. It would be cool. And we might have some interesting musical acts. So, and just get the whole community engaged. So we're working on that for the summer. Other than that, I don't have much else tonight. So I will go right into the department reports, starting with our attorney.
I'll ask it to pass me for now because I have an item later on the agenda.
Okay. All right, thank you. And now, did we get we don't have a building report tonight, but we do have fire. Brandon and Danny are here with us, so thank you.
All right, the report for January 2026, we had 21 alarms for the month. For the fiscal year, we're at 226, and the calendar year, we're at 21. So the alarms consisted of 2 no emergencies, good intent calls, 1 structure fire / chimney fire, 1 structure fire, room and contents fire, 1 canceled en route, 2 hazardous situations, 2 structure fires, 3 medical injuries, motor vehicle accident, and 9 automatic fire alarms. Mutual aid alarms, once to Houstonville, once to Chelsea, once to Fishkill, twice to Roundabout, and twice to Manhattan Center. And 1 was a chimney fire, 1 was a structure fire, 1 was canceled en route, and 2 were good intents, and 2 were structure fires. All of our equipment is in service, and under membership, under new members, we do have a late addition. That was because our meeting was delayed from snow. So there is a name on there that should be Tom Ricotta for new members for approval.
And what was his name?
Tom Ricotta.
Okay. Thank you.
I have a question.
Sure.
Do we have an update on the new truck? Or is this something I missed? It's still, I know it was gonna take a while to build. Is there like a...
So the only updates that we've received right now is our cabin chassis is scheduled to go online soon,
Okay.
but no start time for actual build.
And how many, it was a long build out, right?
Yeah.
Like 10 months, I thought?
The completion date is mid-March 2028.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're a long ways.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
All right, thank you.
Do
Anybody?
we have to vote this guy in? Do we have to appoint it or?
Okay, so I'll entertain a motion to accept or to appoint Tom Ricotta as a volunteer member of the Fishkill Fire Department.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, welcome Tom, and thank you for
And thank you.
volunteering.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else, guys? We're all set? Okay, good. Thank you. Right, the justice report is in your binder, if you want to take a quick look at that. And then for police, we have Glenn here with us tonight.
Activity in the police department for the month of January consisted of the following. There were 2 arrests made, 30 service calls handled, officers investigated 65 complaints or incidents, issued 39 traffic summonses, handled 26 automobile accidents, and foot patrol was conducted on 10 occasions, and there were no items of note for the month.
Okay, thank you. Does anyone have anything for Glenn? All right, thank you, Glenn. And next on the agenda is water and sewer.
So, as everyone knows, it's been pretty eventful. You have a copy of, the major stuff, but I'll touch on a couple other things too.
Paul, do you mind coming up here? So, yeah, I just want people to be able to hear you at home.
Yeah, I mean, I can go over all the breaks or,
No,
Okay. So other things that happened, due to weather, our sludge thickener froze up, and we had to rebuild that. We had help from our electrician, so that's back online. And we did build a insulated heated box that's going to go around it to try to prevent that. A lot of plowing, a lot of shoveling. We did move snow from Main Street. We took some snow out of the municipal lots. Did the best we could, limited time, but during the day in Main Street, we did have a lot of traffic, but we worked with it and moved a lot
No,
of snow
you guys
in 2
did a
days.
great job
Yeah,
on
great
Main
job.
Street.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
It was a lot in 2 days. So
Yeah,
we
I
did-
had-
we had 2 outside companies help us with dump trucks, but
Yeah.
it went pretty smooth.
Several business owners contacted me and were so full of
Yeah, good,
gratitude, so
good.
thank you.
Yeah, we tried to get to it before the weekend. So
Yeah.
it-
No,
it
you
worked
did a
out
great
pretty well.
job.
Our well 8 building, the heater failed in. We had 2 cracked valves in there. Just got all the parts for that, so we'll be working on that this week. And like we said, we did water main Bedford Avenue, Jackson Street, Broad Street, Route 52 by Clark Drive. Another thing that happened the other
yeah.
night, we had a lot of low pressure calls. And that was due to a frozen valve on Home Depot's fire protection tank. We were able to isolate that, and we did notify the town building department that their system was shut down. Yeah, and actually this morning we had a leak on Route 9, that saddle that we had to repair. So, yeah, a lot. So,
And this is
Definitely.
really the weather, right? The extreme cold.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
it's
haven't
bad.
had sustained cold like this for years.
Yeah, we did all the blacktop, we did temporary repairs on them, but we have a lot of cleanup to do in the spring, and, final blacktop repairs will be done once springtime hits, so. And the church, I know we have more frozen stuff in front of the church on Bedford that we'll get to, so. Just a mess.
Oh,
from
the
leak.
St. Mary's
Yeah,
Chapel, okay.
We cleaned it up, but it's still frozen, so we'll be back.
Apparently, there must be something in front of the Post-it board out here in front of the hall, like some snow or ice. We'll have to look when we go out, but, yeah.
If anyone's got questions, I mean.
Yeah.
any
Been
further
busy.
news from Sen HUD?
So Central Hudson, we're gonna walk the job on Thursday. And, especially Weston and Leicester, those roads are in really good shape. So if we can, I'm gonna just ask for a full mill and top, so we'll see what they say to those. But we're gonna walk the entire job on Thursday afternoon. So we'll see.
And now they being Central Hudson, are gonna be holding a public meeting here, and they're gonna be sending letters to all of the people that are gonna be affected by this, is for the gas main.
Yeah,
So-
so before this Thursday, we're gonna walk the job, because I wanna see preconditions,
Mhm. Absolutely.
Is it just replacement or new line?
So on Weston, a lot of the service lines need to be done, almost every house. So
Yeah,
we're gonna
we got a
have,
letter, but the gas stops at the house before me.
okay. So I have a list, I think I sent it out, that lists, if you don't have it, I can resend it. That lists every address that they're gonna be working at, so, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know,
They're doing a
I
lot
might have
on
missed
that,
that, but yeah.
for service line, yeah.
And then are they gonna be doing any water hookup this week too on Jackson?
They wanna do their sewer connection. They did pay their hookup fee,
Okay.
and they saw cut today, and we'll see how that goes. I told,
There's
they're,
a lot of activities there today.
yes, yeah, I met with, Matt from Corwood today, and he's gonna let me know what their plan's gonna be, so.
Okay.
But they're mobilized, they're starting to move things around, and get ready to do
So
that.
that'll be this week.
They want to start this week. It's not
Okay.
definite yet. They're waiting on a road plate that's gonna be able to cover the whole thing, so that way the road can be open at night.
There shouldn't be any interruption in service to people in the area?
Absolutely,
Okay.
no interruption in service.
Right.
But just that one lane will be closed while they work, so. Yeah.
Okay, well, anything else, anyone? Okay, thank you so much, Paul. Okay, clerk treasurer, Stephanie gave us some information here. You have your monthly treasurer's report. And okay, I think we're gonna. Okay. And then the next item is ambulance. So here's our Empress printout for January. And I want to ask a question before we get going with this. They've been talking a lot at the county meetings and everything about, how basically it's just Empress now servicing the county outside of Beacon, because Beacon has ambulance and BVAC. But there was discussion about another possible ambulance service coming in to the northern part of the county via Northern Dutchess Hospital. Has any?
Northwell.
Yes. So is that going to be a thing, or do we know?
We're having meetings with them in the next 2 weeks about the possibility of them putting ambulances up in Dutchess County.
Okay.
It's way premature, but they own Vassar, Putnam,
In Northern
Danbury,
Dutchess.
Sharon, Northern Dutchess. So they're interested in possibly putting some of their ambulance here and seeing how it would integrate into the current service.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well that gives me hope. I mean,
They do not do contracted municipal services as far as they would do a regional thing. They won't do each town.
But that may serve that area of the county better, even.
Better than what it is right now.
Right. So that's, and there's still talk and pending legislation of the ambulance becoming an essential service. I mean, that's still always, and until that happens, we're still going to be talking about this. But I just felt like it was kind of a good thing. Like if there was another company to come in, that could be.
Can't hurt.
Right. It sounded good to me. So, but yeah, this looks, let's take a look here.
Well, one positive about the ambulance report is December, January, they're maintaining single-digit response times, which is a plus. From the mothership, there's another full academy of EMTs started a couple of weeks ago. They're training about 15 new EMTs every 6 to 8 weeks. Paramedics is where they're having a lull. They're not getting a lot of paramedics coming in.
Yeah.
They're offering incentives, but just not enough on that side.
Well, we're doing better than we were a couple of years ago, so I'm happy about that.
Mayor,
Yes.
we had a bad accident on Merritt Boulevard in Georgia and Carter Way during the other day. We had to request 3 ALS ambulances, and we got 2 immediately, and the third one took 12 minutes to get here from Poughkeepsie.
Wow.
Which I say is pretty good.
Yeah.
That's record time from
So
Poughkeepsie.
They covered us pretty good.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay.
Good to hear.
That's
Thank you.
good, yeah. No, actually, we've been hearing from our residents that, we reported that back in the last couple meetings, that we've been getting a lot of positive feedback from our residents in response time, which is a great thing, and keeping it in the single digits is amazing. So we're doing a lot better. Yeah. So thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
Let's see, planning and zoning.
I'm assuming that this application I have here in my box is from the lady that you just said joined the activities committee, Christina Jameson.
I don't know what was in your box, Hans.
I didn't contact her.
It's not the
because I
pastor,
was
right?
bored,
She was talking
and
about
I
the
didn't
pastor.
know who the-
Let me just hand Hans the microphone.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. Here, you can take this with you, just so we can hear you better, because we don't hear it on the videos.
Yeah, that was in my mailbox, and I didn't know which of the trustees or the mayor should get it, so I
Okay.
waited till the meeting.
Well, I'm going to give it to the clerk, so, because
Okay.
she handles,
So,
is the
when you
keeper
said
of
that,
the records.
Are they
That's-
applying to be on
that's-
the board?
No,
She wanted-
she wanted to join the activities committee.
activities committee,
Right,
and she's a pastor, so I said,
Yes.
oh,
She
okay.
the one that joined?
I didn't know if
Yes.
it was the same person or not.
Yes.
Okay.
she's a pastor, yes.
Yeah. Sure.
We're on, have a sort of light agenda coming up. More of a problem agenda is on 1183 Main Street. They wanted to put a restaurant and the apartments above. Now they changed to just apartments above. And we're waiting for them to come up with a letter from DOT as to where DOT is going to allow them to curb cut. So and I just heard from the fire department that,
This is the one over by Allsport, right?
right, on the corner there, it's a nightmare.
Yep.
And if one of the representatives from the fire department could be at my meeting on Thursday, the 18th, I'd really appreciate their input on that. And that's all I have.
So, can you tell me again, you said they wanted to do a restaurant and apartments above,
Correct.
and now they changed it to just apartments?
Right, because we advised them that if they had a restaurant there, they could not meet the parking requirements.
They were going to do retail on the bottom ponds now.
Right.
Great.
They talked about a catering hall, I think, at
Yeah,
one
no.
point.
Yeah, and that's when
Yeah, that's-
decided no, that they couldn't meet the
Mhm.
requirements. But still, there's a egress X problem there. And we can't tell them where to put the curb cut because that's all falls under the New York State
That's up to the
DOT.
state, right, of course.
So we're waiting, when last meeting, they said, they were gonna meet with DOT and have the actual curb cut for
Mhm.
us. And I said, okay, when you come with that information, then we'll move forward, so
Okay.
that's what's been happening. But I just was informed by the fire department, they have some issues there, so
Okay.
I'm looking forward to their input on this.
So that'll be great. So one of you guys are be able to
That's
attend?
this Thursday, right?
Yes.
Yes, 6 o'clock here.
Okay, thank you so much. That'll be great.
And that's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. All right, so let's go into the regular agenda here. And the first item on the agenda is resolution for secret negative declaration for the proposed local law 1. So you have a copy of this in your binder. And, you have the microphone. Okay.
Here we go. Yes, it's a fairly straightforward resolution to declare a negative declaration. Most local laws do not have any significant environmental impact, so there's no exception to that rule, that there's not going to be any environmental impact from a moratorium local law.
Right. Okay.
So I think the board can adopt the negative resolution for a negative declaration.
Okay. Does anybody have questions or?
Can I make one suggestion?
Yes.
Is it feasible to cut this down to a 6-month moratorium and then we revisit it in 6 months?
You could certainly do that. That's the board's
It's a
prerogative.
very long time
Mhm.
to put us on lockdown. And we can certainly extend it 6 months after 6, but
I believe Sarah thought it would be easier to shorten it than it would be to extend it, Nick. This was at her recommendation, Sarah
Yeah.
Brown, to
Yeah.
do the 1 year.
Yeah, that was, she had, intimated that it would be easier to just make it the 12-month, and then if we didn't need to have it the whole 12-month, we could end it early if we.
And end it early,
Yeah.
okay.
Which is a good solution that
It was,
gets resolved.
it was her impression that it would be easier to do that than it would be to extend.
Understood,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
And that makes sense.
And then on the, one of the things says anything that's, the exceptions, right? So anything before the planning board as of February 2nd.
I'm gonna have to revise that because the effective date of this local law cannot be February 2nd. It's gotta be when the board adopts it.
Right.
That wasn't,
Yeah.
I put that,
So retro.
you can't have it retroactive.
No, we would have to have the public hearings
You
and
have to have the
everything
public
first.
hearing, so it'll have to be sometime after the March 2nd public hearing that,
Or whatever.
yeah. And I'm gonna revise the wording of the law, take February
Yeah.
date out of there.
Yeah, that was my comment too, the dating.
Right, because if you,
Yeah.
yeah, and if you read, not this, but the local law that
Yeah,
we have, the last sentence of it kind of,
It's not effective until
right,
it's
it's not
filed,
effective until
filed
we
with the
vote on
Secretary of
it.
State.
Yeah. So,
Right, you have the public hearings.
right,
Yeah, so I'll correct that
okay.
in the local law.
But this is for the negative declaration.
Tonight it's for
what
the
we're voting on
negative
tonight.
declaration you're voting on.
Yes. Okay, so does anybody have any other questions or concerns about this?
I'm good. You good?
I'm good.
Okay. So I will entertain a motion to, or to adopt the, secret negative declaration for proposed law, local law number 1.
Should it be roll call?
Yes, I like a roll
Okay.
call.
Can you do that for us,
vote
Pam?
on
A
that,
roll call
please.
vote?
Sure. Mayor Martin,
Aye.
trustee Ruggiero,
Aye.
trustee Ferlano,
Aye.
trustee Rice,
Aye.
trustee Machado.
Aye.
Okay, thank you very much. So that is that, the resolution. And the next item we had on the agenda was the intermunicipal agreement for the town of Fishkill for the building inspector. We have been using Joel, and this is, do we have a copy?
No.
Oh.
Good thing to know.
I reviewed that proposed agreement and I find it to be satisfactory.
Right, it's the same agreement we had last time
The same agreement
Yeah.
that you had.
with
time,
the town of Fishkill to use Joel as our building inspector.
Just a date change.
Yeah,
Just a date change, yeah.
as interim. Okay, so then I'll entertain a motion to enter into a intermunicipal agreement with the town of Fishkill for building inspector.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, and Glenn, did you want to speak to the St. Mary's Freedom 5K run?
Yes, that's scheduled for May 2nd, I believe.
Yes.
And as in the past, the same route that it's been, it's only going to be within the village on Wood Place, Leicester Place, and a small section of Route 52 to the Nazarene Church, then it goes back to the town. The only commitment from the village would be 2 officers to assist with traffic control that day. Basically, it's going to be starting at 9 a.m. and concluding around 11:30 is the hope.
Yeah. No, this was a great event last year. I went to it, and it's nice. It crosses over into the village and the town, and it's very nice. So,
And St. Mary's, the organizers are going to have the village itself and the PD is listed on their insurance for coverage that day. So there should be
Okay.
no issues.
all right, sounds good. Thank you. Do we need a motion for this, or?
That would be a good idea.
Okay, just for the
That's my motion,
officers?
yep.
Okay, so I'll entertain a motion for 2 of our officers to be at the St. Mary's 5K run on May 2nd.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Now, we have our water discussion. We were going to talk about, Trustee Machado had requested a water report, like an updated water report from our treasurer, because it was just about a year ago that we increased our water rates. So it's always good to review and see where we stand.
Ginny did reports.
Oh, okay, Ginny did these reports for us, not Stephanie. Okay.
Is there a way to like isolate the usage from last year to this year to see the differences?
So this one report here is 2025, and then you can compare it to 2026. So I have these two. Okay. There it is.
For the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, so if you compare it on side to side.
You know if any of this is outstanding?
I think we'd have to ask Ginny that, right?
Yeah.
I don't see it on here.
What?
I have a delinquent report right here. I do.
These 2 pages are
Delinquent.
delinquent. These are
These.
extremely alarming. This big
Perfect.
deal.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
I might have,
The two loose
It says
ones,
on the
yeah,
top of
yeah.
it,
I might
Yeah.
have two of the same here.
last year and this year.
Yeah,
Oh, no, wait.
226s.
Yeah, I have 226.
Wait a minute. What did she do?
26.
And that's what I'm wondering.
Why did
The
she do?
numbers are different.
Something's not.
Yeah, these are all zeros in the
My
first
numbers are all
column
weird.
here.
Oh, I don't know what she did. I'm not,
Yeah,
well versed in
Oh,
the,
this is
water
running.
reports.
Got
Okay.
it. Okay,
okay,
got
we'll
it.
get it.
Page 1 and 2.
One, but it just
Problem.
says, yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Should be 1 and 2, and it just
That's
says
the
1 and
outstanding
1.
amount?
I think so.
So I think what we should do is just, we all have this
Yeah,
information.
I gotta read this.
So let's read through it.
Okay.
And if we have any questions, maybe we compile our questions and then, we can ask Jenny after we review these a little bit more, because I need time to look at this.
Okay, I agree.
Agreed.
Okay,
I'm thinking that's bad, keeping up versions.
okay. All right, so we'll continue this discussion. It might be if we can have it even put in a little different format, that's a little bit easier for us to read,
Yeah.
you
Or have
know.
Ginny come to a meeting.
Right, to explain it. Okay. We can do that. All right, but this will give us something to look at and see if we have any further questions.
Little light reading before bed.
If you can't sleep.
That'll get you there.
Okay, and then also, we wanted to take a list of the current projects we had pending. So Hans, it's a good thing that you're here, because you can maybe shed some light. We wanted to know the current projects that we have still pending in front of the planning board. So the first one was 18 Church Street, but are they ready to go now? Are they through the,
Well, the problem arose there that they were in the floodplain, had to get a FEMA remap of it, which they're in the process of.
Oh.
And from what I understand, I had a meeting with Podge's office, and the process is, it's practically, theoretically, it should be done this week. And then, that, once those conditions are made, Podge's office would be ready to sign off on it. They've met all the other conditions.
Okay.
So that was the whole.
Yeah, that's always a process to
Right.
get out of a flood zone. So they're near completion, and that is the old, for anybody that doesn't know, it is the old plate glass building, and that is going to be renovated into residential
Right.
space. And then we have 1183 Main.
Right. They're before me on Thursday.
Which is what we just spoke about. That's
Okay.
the one by All Sport, right?
Okay, so, all right, and then 33 Broad Street.
33 Broad Street, they wanted to put a addition onto the house, and the way it was being presented, it wasn't allowed in zoning that way. So then they brought another addition, put another structure there with a breezeway between the two, and again, that was not allowed. So they're back to the drawing board on that, and we'll be allowed to have another structure on the property. So we're waiting for them to come back. They're scheduled to come back in March.
Okay, but again, this is residential, correct? Okay, Jackson and Maine, we just spoke about. We know they're going to be looking for their sewer hookup, so they're at that phase. And then what about 1010 through 1018, Maine?
Where is that?
I don't know.
I think that is the Jackson in Maine, isn't it?
Oh, maybe that is that the post office. Okay, so that's.
The only thing I know about the post office is that they want to put an addition on with apartments.
Mhm.
That's all I know. I don't know how many apartments they're talking. I don't know how big the addition would be. Again, there would be a parking situation there.
Have they come to planning board yet?
No, they just put
They
the
just-
application in,
Oh, okay.
and so they're scheduled for the March meeting.
Any other questions?
There's
Anyone?
nothing on. These are the only projects in front of you?
That's it. So far. The certificate of appropriateness, and I'm sure signs will be coming up.
You got 2 weeks.
Okay, well, thank you for that update.
I have a question.
Sure.
Maybe that you would know more than, the rumors going around that the library at one time, when they put an addition on the library, this was good. They needed restrooms and they needed elevators and things like that. And then the thing went south because the town wouldn't agree to it. I don't understand what town has got to do with the village library. But then again, I understand that there's something in the works again for it to come before me. I just out of curiosity, everybody.
Well, I mean, it's not just the village's library. Even though it is in the village, it's everybody's library.
So they don't need approval from the town, but the town, the way their charter was adopted, the town is the bonding authority. So the library had to go to the town in order to issue bonds. And at the time, it just didn't go through for a variety of reasons. So the library will be coming. I know they're going to make a presentation to the town, I think, their first or second meeting in March. They're also going to be coming here to make a presentation. And I know they've had a couple presentations, and I know the the neighbors have been there. So they will be presenting an addition with an elevator interior, but with other space, making it more usable and more open. So that will require planning board approval and a certificate of appropriateness. So they won't need anything. They'll come to make a presentation to the village board, but they will need approval from the planning board.
Oh, yeah. I was just curious as to what the status was.
That's the status.
Yeah.
Got more than you hoped for.
I
nice work.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're really in need of an elevator.
Absolutely.
It's really, you
I
know,
know.
there's a lot of senior citizens that want to attend the programs there, and if they're up the stairs,
I think
it's hard for them.
Julie was gonna coordinate, coming here to make a presentation to the village board, either before or after the town. Just
Yeah,
don't know if it's been scheduled.
Would they be affected by our moratorium though, then?
I don't think so, because they're,
All
So,
internal, right?
well,
Yeah,
no,
they're-
it's not in the particular zoning, right?
Oh, it's
No.
not in that zoning.
Not in that zone?
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say, plus it's like an ADA access project, I'm wondering if there should be.
I think they might be like exempt.
I don't, well, it's not in the zoning, or the zoning
That we're looking
that we're
at.
looking at.
Fall into that area,
Right.
that's true. No, I don't think so.
I don't believe they're in that
Oh.
zone,
It doesn't,
yeah.
we're good.
So, no, anybody else? Anything? Okay, anybody from the public have any comments? Okay. Was that a yes or no?
No, I was staring him down.
Oh. Okay.
Move to adjourn?
I just have one question.
Oh,
When Central Hudson comes through and tears up the village streets that have been repaved and everything, is there anything that we can make them do, like a performance bond, to make sure that the street is back to normal, the way it was before, rather than just coming in and patching it, making it.
Well, Paul is gonna have a meeting with them and, hold their feet to the fire and make sure that they, yes. He's already has a scheduled meeting to go look at everything before they start, and then, yes.
I brought that up because working with the town, you know, after we paved some roads, we requested some roads, and you're gonna do anything, they said, no.
Mm.
After we paved the roads, 2 weeks later, we turned the road, we're putting in a gas main, and then when they came to patch it, just basically looked like a patch job, and the town had repaved it.
Mm.
I just wanted to make sure that they.
Well, we're concerned about that too, and we did discuss that, so Paul has taken that task on, and he's going to be monitoring that for us. Yes?
Speaking of Paul, I just want to thank you for doing our Front Street, or Bedford.
Oh,
You did
yeah.
a great job, thank you.
We'll be back to do some more.
Okay, but you did a great job,
Thanks.
especially with the library open.
Yeah.
I don't know how you did it, but you did, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, our next meeting is March 2nd, then?
Yes, our next meeting is March 2nd. It's not a Tuesday. It's a Monday. I don't like when the meetings are on
I know.
Tuesdays. It like messes
So
me up.
confusing.
And we'll have a public hearing that night as well. correct?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we do. Public hearing, and yeah, that's our next meeting.
Move to adjourn again?
Yes.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thanks, everybody.
You.